Climate change means change of rainfall patterns and also change of volume. The volume of the water that we get decreases. And if that is so, then the normal farming becomes problematic, because the normal rain-fed farming uses a lot of water. Now here, we want to do an experiment. You see, these gentlemen are now doing an experiment. This soil, this is not soil. Okay, it is soil mixed with composted manure. You can see these gentlemen are now mixing it. Compost manure, the compost manure, we made it from agro waste, from ash, from dry matter, green matter, some little of cow dung and droppings, goat droppings and all that. We mix it and made it into layers, and we produced this rich soil. So these gentlemen are now trying to mix it, and when we mix it, we shall put it in the sacks, and you can see we have potato leaves if you want. We want now to, yes, those are the potato strings, the potato leaves, and these are what we're going to plant in the sacks, vertical farming, so to speak. Mzee, unaitwa nani? Tuambie, who are you?
Mimi kwa majina naitwa Sami Naibei. Tunaenda kufanya ukusaji wa upandaji wa viazi vitamu kwenye gala ambazo, kwenye hizi mifugo ambazo mmeweza kuona, ili tuweze kukusa hii ukulima kidogo. Asante.
Kwa nini wewe naitwa nani?
Mimi naitwa Nevi ama Upicho. So kwa wakati huu tunataka kuwaelezea kwa kupanda hizi vitu viazi kwa hizi makunia mnaona. Tunataka kupanda ili kuonyesha wakulima kwamba ikiwa na sehemu kidogo unaweza pata manufaa.
All right. Sasa endelea, nikimchukua endelea kufanya, mtuonyeshe. Ukifanya unatuambia unafanya nini, ndio sasa tujue hii kazi.
Sasa kwa saa hii tutahitaji kunia tutahitaji, alafu tutahitaji mtungi kama huu. Then ya maana kabisa tutahitaji mchanga ambayo tutaweka kwa kunia. Alafu ya mwisho tutahitaji mbegu za viazi hizo ambazo tutatumia kupanda katika hizo makunia. So kazi ya kwanza tumeweka tayari mchanga kwa kunia. Ya pili sasa kutayarisha ile sehemu ambayo maji itaingia. So tutatumia hii mtungi kuweka maji kwa hii kunia yetu. So tunakata hivi.
They are now preparing the irrigation gadget. Sami, na hizi senyenge haziwezi kusaidia. They are now making holes onto these bottles. They have cut the bottom of the bottle so that they can use it for irrigation, and now they are drilling holes onto the bottles. If you notice, they cut the bottom of the bottle was cut. And now they are using just simple nails to drill holes into the bottle, then cut the bottom of the bottle. Because you don't really need to get expensive tools to do this. You can see they are just doing it using simple tools, a nail, and these are just used bottles, soda bottles. Rather than throw them on the dump site, they are using it for irrigation purposes.
Sasa tukisha toboa hizi ni mkebe zetu, tunakuja kwa kunia. Hii kunia tunapima hii chupa. Sasa tukishapima hivi tunaikata.
They are not making allowance to sink in the bottles so that then they can be used for irrigational purposes. See, now removing after having filled the sack with soil mixed with the organic fertilizer. They made the organic fertilizer themselves by composting, scientifically composting. And here we are now. They are making allowance. So they put in they sink the bottle into the sack. The sack is full of soil mixed with the organic manure prepared by themselves, prepared by, just like you have seen, they scratch the floor here, the ground, then to make the organic manure, started by putting ash on the ground and then bringing in dry matter and watering it until it is kind of wet. Then on the dry matter, they put soil, ordinary soil, as a separation of layer. Then they brought green matter. And now you can see they are now ready to do the planting. Watch at how they cut. Watch that they do not just strip the leaves. They cut and allow the joints to remain on the branch. And now this is what they are going to plant. In this sack, they will tell us, and we shall see how many plants will go in. Sweet potatoes. We want to plant them in sacks. We are experimenting first on horizontal. We have made the sack horizontal on the ground, and another one vertical, and we shall see the economics of the same. Which is a better method, although of course a lot will depend on who is planting it and the amount of resources, amount of land that there is. So here we are. They are preparing these leaves, these potato leaves, potato branches, sweet potato branches. Notice that they are actually just cutting the leaves and remaining, the joints are remaining, because that is the joint that will sprout and produce the sweet potatoes. And the leaves that they are cutting off, they'll give the leaves to their goat, because it's feed. They will feed their goat with those leaves. Notice that they are using a stick to make it deep, so that when the potatoes go, they go also deep inside. It has to go deep inside, and there we are. There it is. They are planting sweet potatoes in sacks. This way, we shall use very little water to irrigate and gain It would have been sprinkled irrigation if you want, but sprinkled irrigation wastes the water. For experimental purposes, we want to maximize the use of resources. So we are putting in as many seedlings as possible for experimental purposes. When we analyze the results, then we shall know how many are the optimum to put in. And you will also notice that we are doing it just next to our fish ponds. This is a fish pond made on top of the ground with wood. This one with the linings was dark. Now, the water from the ponds has also some fertilizer because of the feed that we feed the fish and the excreta of the fish. So it is fertile water, and that is the water that we're going to use to irrigate these potatoes. Well, you may get the impression that they are overdoing it, but as I said, this is an experiment, and we shall analyze the results later, and then assess and come up with the optimum number of seeds or seedlings that we can do in one horizontal sack.